left, I'm dancing in the rain. Yo. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got look like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the set.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the 49ers going up against the Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play action. Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jeremiah Tauchu with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Gresham has it left side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. With just a yard on the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 4.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets Gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The son, Reddick, coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Let's go!
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So the D-line's going to spread out. McKinnon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Second. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discredited.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jeremiah Tauchu, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert. after this. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to...
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken at the 37. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll throw here, Beathard. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He'll drop to throw. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They run it with McKinnon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run once more with McKinnon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second and goal to go now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. C.J. Beathard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Here's a toss coming right. And he spins through. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Over. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
Nelson, the man in motion right. The play clock's running down.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Detroit. Back. Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
No. Check, Patriots. Here we go now.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Here we go. Here we go now. Detroit. Gone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Beathard. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Beathard to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now Beathard. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Beathard to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be Disappointed with that effort.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk Richard Sherman. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
Beathard. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back to throw Beathard. A dump down to McKinnon. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Beathard. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Bradford on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now.
They'll throw here. Beathard Finding room inside the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Let's go. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Niners on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now McKinnon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And the final play here will be Bradford going down to a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done.